Good morning and welcome to Yogalates with Kat. My name's Kat and this is your 21-day Inner Balance Challenge. I'm super excited that you have made the decision to be present on your mat with me today, and I do hope to see you again as we move through these 21 days together to build consistency in a space with yourself of inner balance, where your inside world and your outside world are in alignment with each other. You can call this practice flossing for your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Welcome to class. This practice is all levels friendly. You are welcome to bring in your own props that deepen your own practice. For this practice today, the only prop I'm going to ask you to have is a ball. But if you don't have a ball, it's not serious. A rolled up pair of socks will do, or just your imagination also works. So we're going to start in a nice, comfortable seated position. If this is not comfortable for you, you're welcome to sit on a chair. You're also welcome to put some cushions under your bum or maybe even a yoga block. Just make this practice yours and do what works for your body. Let's start by placing our hands on our chest and just taking a couple of deep breaths. If it feels good for you, I invite you to close your eyes. And just taking some moments to land and arrive. Bringing your observation to your breath. Noticing the quality, the length, the depth, the sensations. And just notice where in your body your breath is moving to. And maybe you can move your hands so that they are on your rib cage and send your breath into your hands. Let's do that again. Both of your ribs expanding nice and deeply. Breathing it out to contract and come back to yourself. And let's do that just one more time, nice and wide into your hands. And out. All right, we're going to start to do some gentle circles with the upper body. Just warming up and lubricating into the joints. Let's reverse those circles. Bringing your breath into nice, elongated, intentional space. Coming back to center, we're going to open the chest with cactus arms to the sky, and then breathe out and invert those cactus arms as we curl that belly button in. Breathing in to lift up. Breathing out as we connect into a modified cat. Breathing in, modified cow. Breathing out, cat. Breathing in, cow. Breathing out, cat. We open the arms, take a deep breath in. Breathe out, give yourself a hug. You're just going to rock yourself gently side to side. And breathing in, open the arms. Give yourself a hug with the other arm on top. Gently rocking, opening the arms. And then we're going to take our fingers and we're going to open up our earlobes, just gently 3 times, all the way around the earlobe, and just helps to open the brain and stimulates into that vagus nerve. You can gently massage from underneath of your ears and just find that space where your jaw and your skull meets under your ears, and just gently massage here. This is flossing for your brain. And then you can take your 2 or even 3 fingers and gently rub underneath your cheekbones until you yawn. And then you're going to take two fingers and place them on your upper lip, and another two fingers and place them on your coccyx. Just take some nice breaths here with me. Let's swap sides. And gently open your eyes. Well done. All right, we're going to move into an all four position. Let's start with our toes curled underneath us. You can start by bringing your hands a little bit closer to you, and we're going to do some wrist circles in one direction. Curling the toes underneath us also allows us to start to work into the plantar fascia underneath the feet, a signal to the whole body that it is safe to move. Let's reverse the circles, creating a little bit more space is creating a little bit more grace within your body for yourself. And then come back to neutral. Let's find a position where the hands are directly underneath the shoulders, the knees are directly underneath the hips. Let's do an actual cat-cow as we drop the belly button down, open the heart to the sky. Breathe out as you lift your belly button up to the sky, one vertebra at a time. Get your rib cage out of the way. So you really connect your nose to your pubic bone. And then breathe in and drop it down, pulling those shoulder blades down. Anchor through the palms of your hands. Breathe out, connecting up through your midline. Breathing in to open and make space. Breathing out to connect that space within yourself. Breathing in to open. And breathing out to listen. And then come back to center. We're going to walk our hands all the way as much as we can over to one side. Kind of want to be at a diagonal. And then we're going to lengthen back as we breathe in, pushing your bum on your feet, maybe even a little bit past your feet. And then breathe out, and we're going to lift into a cat. And then breathe in and stretch ourselves out and long, feeling that beautiful stretch through your side body. And then breathe out, curl yourself up into a cat. And then breathe in nice and long. Breathe out and lift. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. One more. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. And come back to center. Walking your hands back through center, all the way over to the other side as far as you can, finding that diagonal line. We breathe in nice and strong, stretching into that side body. Breathing out to lift into a cat. Breathing in to make space. Breathing out, we can call this agile cat. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out to connect. Breathing in to open. And breathing out to find that grace within yourself. And breathing in to come back. And breathe out. Let's find that neutral spine again. Elongating one leg along the mats. We're going to just curl those toes back and flex a little bit into that calf muscle. Can start to pulse that movement a little bit. And then let's invite some circles into the space as we lubricate into that ankle joints, feeling into all of the nice juicy places of that mobilizer. Let's reverse the circles. and come back to a neutral spine. And then let's begin to connect up through that superficial back line of the body. So you're going to connect through your abdominals, push the ground away from you with your hands, and then lift up your leg from your hamstring and your glutes, and then place it down. Let's do that again for 2. Place it down for 3. Place it down for 4. Place it down. And for 5, we're going to hold it here. If this is enough for you, you're welcome to place your foot back down onto the mat. Otherwise, I invite you to keep your leg here, and we're going to lift the other arm up. Spine balancing, holding it here, breathing it in, breathing out to connect. Couple of breaths as we hold it nice and strong. I want to invite you to really tune into that internal clock, or rather that internal radio station, that connection with yourself, really listening. On the next exhale, you can place your hand down and then your foot down, and breathe out to come back to neutral. Breathing it in nice and long. Breathe out to extend your other foot on the mat, anchoring those toes into the mat, pushing that heel back. Let's start to pulse backwards and forwards. Bringing awareness to your neck. That is an extension of your spine. Making sure that it is in alignment and not hanging down, not creaked up, but nice and neutral. Let's move into some nice circles with that ankle. And if this gets much on your wrists at any time, you're very welcome to take a break and move into child's pose anytime you like. But you can also move onto either your fists or your elbows to help those wrists. Finding that nice, still connected space. Hold it here. Let's breathe in. Breathe out, connecting from that pelvic floor. Let's connect into the back of the leg, glutes, hamstrings, inner thigh also connected. We lift that leg up. Breathe it in. Breathe it out for 2. Breathe it in, pushing the ground away from you with your hands. 4, 4, and in. 4, 5. Option to stay here or put your foot back down. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift opposite arm up. Breathe it in. Breathe out to connect and listen. Breathing in to make space for you to support yourself. Breathe out, coming back home. Breathe in nice and long. Breathe out, place your hand back down, place your foot back down. Bring your foot in and gently push yourself back into the child's pose. Just allowing yourself to open up here. Taking a space to surrender. And curl the toes underneath you. Bring your legs, your knees back into alignment with your knees. Come back up onto your hands. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, connect from your pelvic floor. Squeeze your inner thighs together to activate your inner midline. Lift your knees just off of the mat and then push them back into your downward dog. You can gently walk out your dog. And then we're going to find some stillness. Now see if you can bend your knees and keep your hip bones where they are, and then stretch them and lift your hip bones up and back a little bit more. Let's go for another 5 and stretch. For 4 and stretch. Maybe you can put a little bit more weight into your big toe. For 2, pulling the shoulder blades down. For 1. And gently bring your legs all the way forward. Hang yourself. Rock yourself from side to side. And gently release the hands, unhook the knees, and roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. The head, the last two come up. Okay, well done. Let's start to spice it up a little bit, shall we? Let's get moving. And we're going to do a little lymph activator to get us going. Every cell in your body releases biological waste. And if you do not move your body to move your lymph of that waste to leave your body gets more inflamed, it gets more toxic, it's all of your organs stop to work so hard. So we're going to focus on lymph throughout these 21 days together. I've got a microphone here, so I'm not going to tap too hard, but I'm going to start by tapping over the left collarbone. You can just play around with tapping in with different parts of your hand, different parts of your fingers. And then let's do the right collarbone. And then we're going to tap behind the ears. You can bring that tapping all the way up on top of your head, down the side of your face, over your ears, down the side of your jaw, all the way down your neckline, again onto your collarbone, and then we're going to move under your armpit. So let's swap hands. So we just grab onto one armpit. Really feel if there's any places that feel sensitive, focus on those. Don't hurt yourself, just be gentle, but it is showing you where you might have some lymphatic blockages. Other side. And then because this is the inner balance challenge, we're going to start balancing and we're going to be on one leg. We're going to do some circles with one leg. Okay, and then if you can manage the coordination, because I also want to challenge your coordination to help stimulate your brain and help you feel amazing, you're going to tap. And then let's see if we can challenge ourselves by reversing the hands as we tap. And it really doesn't matter if you get it wrong. The point is just that you try. And then release it. Let's do the other ankle. And then we're going to tap on our rib cage, around the ribs, belly button. Let's reverse the circles as we go to the groin. And then you can move all the way around to your back and to those kidneys. And then let's go all the way down to the back of your knees. And you can come around the inside of your legs to the inside of your ankles, around to the outsides. And coming all the way back up, shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Okay, now we're going to start to just gently bounce, 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 bounce. And just let it go. Invite you to think about anything that you want to intentionally let go of and just shake it out. Shake, twist, move, dance, doesn't matter. Follow your own body and where it wants to go. Okay, and just find some stillness and just feel that amazing tingling in your body saying thank you, thank you, thank you for turning on your internal vacuum cleaner. Okay, one last stimulating movement before I let you go. This time, I said you're going to need a ball. You don't have to have a ball. You can use your imagination, or a sock also works. But whatever you've got, you're going to take it and we're going to do a figure 8 around our bodies. So bend the knee and then pass the ball to your other hand. And then we're going to go around again. So increasing your coordination increases that mind-body connection. It just helps your entire brain and body function as a whole integrated unit a whole lot better. And then let's reverse those circles or your figure 8s. We're also working into the glutes here. In the back of your legs, you might be feeling it. Let's just go for a few more. Just seeing if you can really invite your body to move in those circles. And then you can release it, put your ball on the floor and gently roll yourself up. Placing your hands back on your body the way that we started. Just taking a moment to connect back with you. Remind yourself that you are safe to let go, that you are safe to be present, that you're safe to feel. And then we're going to gently grab the fingers, the hands together, and create some heat in the hands. And then we're going to cup those hands over our eyes. So your eyes are in full darkness, and then open them. And just stare into that blackness. Maybe it's a blotchy blackness. Maybe there's some yellow or other color spots. Whatever it is, just notice it. And then when you feel ready, you can gently start to blink your eyes as you release your hands down and open your eyes. Thank you for your time and your practice. I wish you a day of inner balance.